In a world driven by consumption, convenience, and mass production, there is something profoundly grounding and meaningful about zero-budget woodcraft, the art of taking what others overlook and transforming it into something beautiful, functional, and full of soul. It is a practice that not only reconnects us with nature, but also with our own creativity and purpose. Every piece of reclaimed timber, every weathered plank, and every forgotten offcut carries a story that becomes richer, more human, and more inspiring when shaped by thoughtful hands. At its heart, woodworking at zero cost is not about limitations. It's about vision, about seeing possibilities where others see waste, and about crafting a legacy of sustainability, artistry, and emotional value that resonates in every grain of wood. Hello there, dear viewers. Welcome back to another inspiring content of Decor Ideas. Get ready for an exciting woodworking and decor project that will transform your space. Today we will show you a collection of zero-budget woodcraft design ideas by turning scrap wood into stylish home decor that sells. So, watch the video until the end to see these beautiful ideas and get inspiration. Starting with little or no budget doesn't mean compromising on beauty or quality. In fact, it encourages innovation and authenticity. Reclaimed timber, fallen branches, or discarded furniture pieces often hold more character and charm than newly bought materials. Their imperfections, the cracks, knots, and weathered tones, become symbols of resilience and time. When you learn to appreciate these details, you realize that crafting from such humble beginnings isn't just about building furniture or decor. It's about telling stories through form and texture. The satisfaction that comes from turning something broken into something breathtaking is unmatched. It reflects not only creativity, but also respect for the material, for the environment, and for the process itself. This approach to woodworking goes beyond technique. It becomes a philosophy of creation. It reminds us that artistry is not defined by expensive tools or high-end materials, but by passion, patience, and imagination. When you hold a piece of reclaimed wood in your hands, you're holding history. That old door panel could become a rustic table. A fallen tree branch could evolve into an elegant lamp base. Scrap wood from construction sites could turn into minimalist wall shelves. Every piece holds potential, waiting for a creator to see beyond its worn surface. This mindset of transformation and appreciation turns woodworking into a meditative art form, one that allows the maker to connect with both nature and self. Zero-budget woodworking is also a celebration of sustainability and conscious living. At a time when deforestation and waste continue to threaten ecosystems, creating from reclaimed or discarded wood becomes an act of responsibility as much as creativity. Each project saves resources, reduces waste, and contributes to a more balanced way of living. But beyond its environmental value, it carries emotional depth. The act of rescuing old materials and giving them a second life mirrors our own ability to grow, adapt, and find purpose even in what seems forgotten. It's poetic, turning the unwanted into the unforgettable. For many modern creators, this journey becomes both an artistic outlet and a path toward financial freedom. Handmade wooden pieces, especially those crafted from reclaimed materials, have gained immense popularity among buyers who value uniqueness and authenticity. In today's marketplace, where personalization and eco-consciousness are highly prized, zero-budget woodcraft projects can transform into profitable small businesses. Consumers are drawn to decor and furniture that tell a story, items that feel real, handmade, and meaningful. Whether it's a rustic coffee table, a minimalist wooden candle holder, or an abstract wall art piece, every creation becomes a bridge between nature and modern living. What makes these crafts especially appealing is their emotional texture. Unlike mass-produced furniture, which often feels sterile and soulless, reclaimed wood projects carry warmth. They bring a sense of life into homes, the organic irregularities of the wood, the hand-sanded finishes, the visible grain lines that trace the passage of time. These details make each piece one of a kind. For homeowners, such items represent more than decor. They symbolize a connection to craftsmanship and to a world that values meaning over excess. For the maker, they offer a sense of fulfillment that no machine-made item can replicate, the joy of creating something timeless out of what was once forgotten. Zero-budget woodworking also empowers beginners and dreamers who long to create but hesitate due to financial constraints. You don't need an expensive workshop or the latest tools to begin. You need curiosity, resourcefulness, and a bit of creativity. Many of the world's most inspiring artisans started by experimenting with scraps, old pallets, leftover planks, or driftwood collected from nature. What matters most is your vision, your ability to see beyond what is and imagine what could be. Each small project teaches something new: patience, precision, problem-solving, and a deep respect for materials. With every piece, your confidence grows, and so does your understanding of how it can transform spaces and lives. The beauty of this craft lies in its simplicity and depth. The process of sanding, shaping, and finishing reclaimed wood invites mindfulness, a rare quality in today's fast-paced world. As your hands work with the grain, you begin to feel in tune with the natural rhythm of creation. The scent of wood shavings, the texture of the surface, and the subtle changes in tone as oil or polish is applied all bring you closer to something elemental, a connection between human creativity and the natural world. This act of making becomes not just productive but deeply healing, a reminder that beauty doesn't come from perfection, but from presence and intention. And then, there's the incredible transformation, when a pile of forgotten wood pieces becomes a finished product that's not only beautiful but functional and valuable. Each completed project reinforces a profound truth: creativity has no limits when driven by purpose. The more you explore this art form, the more you realize that zero-budget woodworking is not just a craft, it's a lifestyle, one that values sustainability, individuality, and emotional connection over consumption and waste. It teaches that what you create with love and patience can touch lives, decorate homes, and even build a legacy. In a modern world where trends come and go, wooden creations, especially those made from reclaimed or natural materials, stand timeless. They blend effortlessly into both contemporary and rustic interiors, offering warmth and authenticity that no synthetic substitute can match. Buyers don't just purchase a product, they invest in a story, your story, the story of the material, and the story of transformation. This makes every handmade piece more than decor. It becomes art that holds meaning. Ultimately, zero-budget woodworking is about rediscovering value, not just in materials, but in yourself. It's about realizing that creativity doesn't depend on resources, but on resourcefulness. When you work with reclaimed wood, you're also reclaiming your sense of purpose, proving that even with nothing but imagination, determination, and heart, you can create beauty that lasts. The journey may begin with scraps, but it leads to something far greater: a connection to nature, a sense of pride in craftsmanship, and the potential to turn art into livelihood. So, as you gather those forgotten pieces of timber or weathered branches, remember that what you hold isn't waste, it's opportunity. Within each mark and imperfection lies inspiration waiting to be uncovered. With patience and vision, you can turn the simplest materials into timeless pieces that not only enrich homes, but also touch hearts. And in doing so, you'll discover that the true essence of woodworking at any budget is not just in shaping wood, but in shaping meaning, connection, and purpose that endure through time. Well, dear viewers, there you have them. Our hand-picked zero-budget woodcraft design ideas by turning scrap wood into stylish home decor that sells. Which ones did you like? What did you like about them? Share us your thoughts in the comments section. If you do, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and also smash that notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. It takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos. Your subscriptions, likes, and shares are what inspire us to create more content. Therefore, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. And finally, thank you for watching until the end. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.